a balloon. Drop a flower. What in the world happened to you?
I am having the worst day ever. First, I wanted to go to the store today because I wanted these snacks that only the certain store has. So, my alarm doesn't go off this morning, so I'm already running late. I go to get dressed, my shoelaces break. Then, I'm getting out of the car at the store, I fall into a puddle. And then they didn't even have my snacks. I just want to go home and eat hot cocoa mix right out of the can.
That does sound awful. I'm so sorry. You know, that sounds an awful lot like a story that I read in the Bible today. It's the story of Job. Let's take a look and see what happened to him, and more importantly, how Job responded.
Long ago in the land of Uz, there was a man. Now this man was a righteous man. That meant he was good and he loved God. And his name was Job. One day the angels came to present themselves before God. And Satan tagged along for the ride. The Lord asked Satan if he knew how awesome Job was. Satan said Job was only so awesome because God had blessed him. He said, if you took away all the stuff and people that Job has, Job would definitely curse God. So God allowed Satan to mess with Job's family and with his stuff to see how Job would react. One day, a messenger came running up to Job. It seemed a tragedy had occurred. The Sabaeans, a people from the ancient land of Sheba, had attacked Job's livestock and carried them off. They even killed all of their servants. While that servant was still speaking, another servant came running up. It seemed fire had come from the sky and destroyed all of Job's sheep and the servants who were watching the sheep. While the second servant was still speaking, a third came running up. This servant said the Chaldeans had formed 3 raiding parties and stole all of Job's camels. They killed all the servants that were taking care of the camels too. Even while that third servant was delivering his news, another told Job that while having a feast, all of his children had been killed because a house fell on them. Job was very upset. He tore his robe and shaved his head, but then he did something extraordinary. Job worshipped God.
So you're telling me that even though almost everything that Job had taken away from him, he didn't curse God?
Nope. The fact is, Job worshipped God. He trusted that God loved him and was doing what was best for him.
Okay, all my elementary students, it's time for Bible Dash. If you don't know what Bible Dash is, Bible Dash is just a way that we learn how to look things up in the Bible. You're going to look up the key passage, which this month is Zechariah 13:9. You're going to look it up as fast as you can, and you're going to race your parents because your parents are going to do Bible Dash with you. We don't just race like a normal way. What we do, we take our Bibles, we put them on top of our heads, and we wait until I say go. Keep your hands on your Bibles because they tend to jump off of heads. I've seen a lot of Bibles lost this way. When I say go, you're going to look up Zechariah 13:9. You guys ready? Go.
Okay, preschoolers, your turn. What are some things that are hard for you to do? And who helps you with those things? Well, in our verse today, we're going to hear about how God gives us strength. Our verse is Philippians 4:13, and it says, I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Let's say it again. I can do all things through him who strengthens me. Philippians 4, verse 13. Jesus gives us the strength to stand up to people who pick on us, to be nice to people who are different than we are, and to forgive people who are mean to us. He can help us do anything. Today, we're going to celebrate with a parade. When we march in our parade, we're going to wave our streamers. If you don't have streamers, we're going to wave our arms and we're going to march. And let's listen to some parade music and practice waving. When the music is soft, we're going to wave our streamers really slow. Or our hands, because you might not have streamers. And when the music gets louder, we're going to wave them really crazy over our heads. Okay, are you ready?
We're asking everyone in the church to start thinking about something called Lent. Lent is a time leading up to Easter where some churches, people choose something to give up or sacrifice. Can you think of someone else that made a huge sacrifice for us? That's right, Jesus. He sacrificed himself when he died on the cross. That was a big sacrifice Jesus made because he loves us so much. Ours isn't going to be quite as big as Jesus' sacrifice. Ours is much smaller. Some people choose candy. Some people choose a favorite activity, like maybe video games. The idea is that whenever you miss whatever you give up, you can pray to Jesus and thank him for that sacrifice that he made for us. As a church, Element is asking all of our people, including e-families, to try and give something up. I'm going to try to give up sugar. Pause this video and ask your parents if your family is going to give up something for Lent.
How about a W?
Nope, wrong letter.
You know, I've been thinking, hearing about what Job is going through really kind of makes me feel silly about the day that I had.
And thinking about how Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross so that we could have a relationship with him forever makes giving up sugar not seem so bad. But it's still gonna be really hard.
Of course it is. It's hard, but we can ask Jesus to help us, right guys? And when we feel like giving up, we can just worship God just like Job did.
Well, that's all we have for you guys this week. Remember to work on the activities in your Lent box and take a picture of them to put on Facebook. Have a great week.